What would Jesus put on his iPod? This is a hard question to answer, but it is also an important question. Jesus didn't have an iPod, and all the fifth graders in our Sunday school class don't have iPods either. Whether or not we have iPods, cell phones, PSPs, or other portable media players, we are all surrounded by televisions, videos, advertisements, and media messages every day. It is hard to answer this question because we wouldn't know what he would listen to because there wasn't iPods or television. It is important to answer this question because Jesus would listen to pure, useful, helpful, or good things. He would have Christian songs, and it is important because we want to be like him.
God's word given to use in the Bible should guide us as we decide what to do each day. During the week, I see or hear others reading the Bible at church every Sunday, and I see my mom reading the Bible at home for Bible studies. We need to read the Bible each week so we are learning about God's directions for our lives. It is hard for me to read the Bible frequently because I have after school activities, homework, video games, too lazy, or I forget. Some things I can do to read the Bible more often each week is write in your school agenda, cut back on electronics, read it before bed, devotional book, just do it, count that for your reading minutes, stick a note up on your board.
In the 4th chapter of the book of Philippians, in chapter 8, the Apostle Paul wrote these words, "Finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, and whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if any is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. When I choose things to watch on TV, listen to on the radio, or put on my iPod, this means I should try to watch things that I won't regret later on, because Jesus is always watching me. And I should try to watch things that are useful and positive, and that I will want to run through my mind over and over again."
The Apostle Paul wrote about the things we should let into our minds through our eyes and ears in the letter he wrote to the Philippians. In chapter 4, verse 8, the Message translates his words as follows. Summing it all up, friends, I'd say you'll do the best by filling your minds and meditating on things true, noble, respectable, authentic, compelling, gracious, the best. Not the worst, the beautiful. Not the ugly, things to praise. Not to curse, put into practice what you have learned from me, what you have heard and saw and realized. Do that, and God, who makes everything work together, will work you into his most excellent harmonies. Meditating means focusing on one topic for a long period of time. This means when we make the choices about what to watch or listen to, we ask ourselves if our parents and God would approve of it.
In 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 12 we read, "Everything is permissible for me, but not everything is beneficial. Everything is permissible for me, but I will not be mastered by anything." This is from the New International Version. To me, this means I should not be controlled by things I do, like by video games. If playing video games means skipping activities or not being with my family, I need to stop doing it so much.
Using the Bible translation, the Message, we read 1 Corinthians chapter 6 this way. Just because something is technically legal doesn't mean that it's spiritually appropriate. If I went around doing whatever I thought I could get by with, I'd be a slave to my whims. To me, this means doing whatever I want, not thinking about God. If I had my own iPod and was choosing what to put on it or watch on it, this would mean I would have to think, what would Jesus put on his iPod?
In the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 10, verse 23, the Apostle Paul writes about things we should and should not do. The New International Version of the Bible translates his words as follows. Everything is permissible, but not everything is beneficial. Everything is permissible, but not everything is constructive. The word constructive, in my own words, to help grow. In this verse, Paul was talking about the different kinds of meat that people ate in the early days of the Christian church. The Jewish law said it was wrong or a sin to eat meat which has been sacrificed to idols. Some of the idols people worship in our society are characters from TV shows, video games, and books, and their creators.
We hope these thoughts have helped you think about the choices that you make and that we make every day with what we watch and what we listen to. And as we've heard from our students, we need to turn to the Bible for guidance on what we should do with these kinds of choices.